Elisa Lam, a life cut short. Elisa Lam was a Canadian student full of dreams and aspirations. She was a bright young woman with a promising future ahead of her. At just 21 years old, she had her whole life ahead of her. Elisa had a passion for travel and a deep curiosity about the world. She loved to explore new places, meet new people, and immerse herself in different cultures. In January 2013, she decided to embark on a solo trip to California, a place she had always dreamed of visiting. It was a journey filled with hope and excitement. Elisa dreamt of adventure and new experiences. She was eager to see what the West Coast had to offer. Her itinerary included some of the most iconic destinations on the West Coast. She planned to visit San Diego, Los Angeles, and Santa Cruz, each city offering its own unique charm and attractions. Throughout her journey, Elisa documented her experiences on her blog. She wrote about the places she visited, the people she met, and the adventures she had. She shared photos and stories with her online friends, giving them a glimpse into her exciting journey. Elisa seemed genuinely happy and content. She was eager to experience everything California had to offer, from its beautiful beaches to its famous landmarks. Elisa was a bright and bubbly young woman, always full of life and energy. She had a contagious smile that could light up any room. She had a passion for photography and writing, often capturing the beauty of the world through her lens and words. Elisa was also very close to her family. They were her biggest supporters, and she often shared her travel experiences with them. She had big dreams for the future, dreams that she was determined to achieve. But her life took a tragic turn. What started as an exciting adventure soon turned into a nightmare. Her trip to California would be her last. Elisa Lam vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Her disappearance shocked everyone who knew her. It was as if she had simply vanished into thin air. Elisa's disappearance would become one of the most baffling mysteries of the 21st century, leaving investigators and the public alike searching for answers. The Cecil Hotel, a history steeped in darkness. This infamous establishment has long been a subject of fascination and fear, drawing curious onlookers and ghost hunters alike. Elisa Lam checked into the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, unaware of the sinister reputation that preceded it. It was January 26, 2013, a date that would soon be etched into the annals of the hotel's dark history. The Cecil was not a glamorous hotel. Far from it, the building's exterior and interior spoke of years of neglect and decay. It had a dark history, a history filled with tales of despair and tragedy that seemed to cling to its very walls. It was known for its low rates and transient residents, people who came and went, often leaving behind more than just their belongings. Over the years, the Cecil had been linked to numerous crimes, each incident adding another layer to its already tarnished reputation. There were stories of suicides, murders, and disappearances, each more chilling than the last, painting a picture of a place where darkness thrived. Some people believed the Cecil was haunted. They spoke of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena that defied rational explanation. They whispered tales of restless spirits, spirits that seemed to be trapped within the hotel's confines, unable to find peace. These spirits roamed the halls, their presence felt by those who dared to stay, their stories passed down through hushed conversations. They said the hotel's dark past had seeped into its walls. The very fabric of the building seemed to hold on to the sorrow and pain of its history. It created an atmosphere of unease, a palpable tension that could be felt by anyone who walked through its doors. It was a place where shadows lingered, secrets whispered, a place where the past was never truly gone, but always lurking just beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. Vanishing Act Elisa's disappearance. It was a case that would baffle everyone who heard about it. Elisa was scheduled to check out on February 1st. She had been staying at the Cecil Hotel, a place with a notorious history. She had plans to travel to Santa Cruz, but she never arrived. Her family became worried when they couldn't reach her. Elisa was always in touch, so this was unusual. They hadn't heard from her. Days passed and their concern grew into panic. They called her friends, checked her social media, but there was no sign of her. They reported her missing to the Los Angeles Police Department. The police took the report seriously, given the circumstances. The police began their investigation. They searched Elisa's belongings meticulously, hoping to find any clue that could lead them to her whereabouts. They interviewed hotel staff and guests. Everyone was cooperative, but no one had seen anything unusual. But there was no sign of Elisa. The hotel's surveillance footage showed her acting strangely in the elevator, but that was the last anyone saw of her. She seemed to have vanished into thin air. Days turned into weeks. The mystery deepened and the media began to take notice. The police released a missing person report. They distributed flyers and alerted the public, hoping for any information. They hoped someone would come forward. The case gained traction on social media, with people sharing her story far and wide. Someone must have seen something. Tips started to come in, but none led to a breakthrough. But the leads were scarce. Each promising tip turned into a dead end, frustrating the investigators and her family. The case grew colder with each passing day. The hope of finding Elisa alive began to fade, but her family and the police refused to give up. The elevator footage, a chilling clue. On February 15th, the LAPD released a chilling piece of evidence. It was surveillance footage from the hotel's elevator. The video was from February 1st. It was the last known sighting of Elisa Lam. In the video, Elisa's behavior was strange. She was acting erratically. She was pushing multiple buttons. She was stepping in and out of the elevator. She was gesturing wildly. It was as if she was talking to someone, but no one was there. The footage went viral. People around the world were captivated by the mystery. What happened to Elisa Lam in that elevator? Section 5. A gruesome discovery at the Cecil Hotel. On February 19th, the mystery took a tragic turn. Guests at the Cecil Hotel began complaining. They complained about low water pressure. The water had a strange taste. The hotel's maintenance worker went to investigate. He made a gruesome discovery. Elisa Lam's body was found. It was in one of the hotel's water tanks. The news of her death sent shockwaves through the public. It was a tragic end to a young life. The circumstances of her death were deeply unsettling. How did Elisa Lam end up in a water tank? It was a question that haunted everyone. Section 6. The autopsy, more questions than answers. The autopsy report only deepened the mystery. The coroner ruled Elisa's death an accidental drowning. There was no evidence of foul play, no drugs or alcohol were found in her system. But the report didn't explain how she got into the water tank. The tanks were located on the roof. They were secured. Accessing them would have been difficult, especially for someone traveling alone. The autopsy raised more questions than it answered. It fueled the public's fascination with the case. Section 7. Public reaction and speculation. Theories abound. Elisa Lam's death became a global sensation. People were drawn to the mystery. They were captivated by the chilling elevator footage. Theories about her death ran rampant. Some people believed she was murdered. They pointed to the Cecil's dark history. Others suspected paranormal activity. They cited the hotel's reputation for being haunted. Some even speculated about government conspiracies. The internet was abuzz with speculation. Everyone had a theory, but no theory could definitively explain what happened to Elisa Lam. Section 8. The weight of mental illness. A possible explanation. One theory emerged as a plausible explanation. Elisa Lam was struggling with mental illness. She had a history of depression and anxiety. Her online posts hinted at her struggles. She had even mentioned hearing voices. It's possible that her mental health played a role in her death. Perhaps she experienced a psychotic episode. Maybe she wandered onto the roof in a state of confusion. It's a heartbreaking thought, but it's a reminder of the devastating impact of mental illness. Section 9. The Cecil's Dark Legacy. Fact or fiction? The Cecil Hotel had a long and sordid history. It had been linked to numerous crimes and tragedies. Some people believed the hotel was cursed. They said it was a magnet for darkness. The hotel's past undoubtedly added to the mystery of Elisa Lam's death. But was the Cecil truly cursed? Or was it simply a place where unfortunate events had occurred? The hotel's history is a reminder that tragedy can strike anywhere. It's a somber reminder that even in the heart of a bustling city, darkness can lurk. Section 10. Elisa's story. A catalyst for change. Elisa Lam's death sparked a global conversation about mental health. It highlighted the importance of seeking help. It reminded people that mental illness can affect anyone. Her story encouraged open dialogue. It helped break down the stigma surrounding mental health issues. Elisa's legacy lives on. It's a legacy of awareness and compassion. It's a call to action to support those who are struggling. Section 11. Remembering Elisa, a life that mattered. Elisa Lam's death was a tragedy. It was a stark reminder of the fragility of life. But her story continues to resonate. It reminds us to cherish our loved ones. It encourages us to be kind to strangers. It challenges us to be more understanding. Elisa Lam may be gone, but she will never be forgotten. Her memory lives on in the hearts of those who loved her. It lives on in the fight for mental health awareness. It's a reminder that every life matters. Every voice deserves to be heard.